is one of the most amazing books ever. Like the first time. Welcome nerds back to my channel, and today I have many things I want to tell you. So, as a middle school girl, I love reading and it's kind of a hobby. And we all know Harry Potter, come on. Harry Potter is a very, very large series, as we know. There's so many. I'm a Potterhead. Also guys, by the way, heads up, there is construction going on, so bear with me. There's gonna be a bit of I'm here to talk about Harry and his relationship with Dumbledore, because we already know that Dumbledore is just a good and a bad character. And also, I'm also here to talk about Harry's relationship with Snape. Now, first let's talk about Snape. Since there's a large controversy, J.K. Rowling herself said that he is a bit of a grey character. He's not on the good side, but he's also not on the bad side. Is he though really on the good side? I guess we'll have to just find out in this video. So, number one, I have the Philosopher's Stone book. Now, don't mind me, but I have, binded the book, otherwise it just fall apart. When I first read this book, I was like, oh my god, this is one of the most amazing books ever. Like, the first time I read this book, I was like 10 years old, okay? It was a dream come true. It felt like I was in a magical world. It was like I was Harry's best friend, Hermione's best friend, and Ron's best friend. But the thing is, one person in particular in this book was super interesting. Snape. In this book, throughout this entire book, Harry's like, oh my god, Snape is so mean. Snape is like the worst character, right? Harry instantly dislikes Snape, like from the first gaze at that point, right? Guys, so, sorry, construction, right? I told Snape is already such a pain in the back, right? But the truth is, Harry starts disliking Snape, obviously, from the beginning. There's a lot more to Snape's character than we know at this point. Like, in the first book, we're like, oh my god, Snape's just an awful person. But in, as we read on, or as we watch the movies onwards, we're like, oh, Snape's great. No, Snape's bad. And we learn about Harry's dark past. And so Harry's a boy who's an orphan, right? He comes to Hogwarts, he gets a letter. That's just awesome, right? Like, it's such a magical world. Now, in this entire book, Harry's like, Snape is the villain. Snape is Voldemort, right? He sees the Mirror of Erised, right? Erised. And he's like with his family and blah blah blah, and it's a huge plot twist even for me. I was like, Snape is definitely going to be the villain of the story. There's no way he isn't. And then it's sudden kaboom! It's Professor Quirrell, and I'm like, oh my flabbergasted! Oh my god, it's Professor Quirrell. He's the villain. He's the villain. And like, it was like so low key because Quirrell was just a stuttering professor like that, right? He wasn't like an evil dude, but Voldemort's on the back of his head, which by the way traumatized me, guys. It was insane. Now, for a 10-year-old, that's a lot. Then moving on to the second book, I thought the Snape's character was over. We learned he wasn't the villain, so he'd just be an annoying teacher for the rest of the series. No, he was not an annoying character after all. He played a big part, like, in the Hogwarts battle, the war. So, moving on to the next book, Chamber of Secrets. Oh, I like the binding of this better. Now, as you can see, this book is one of my favorite books in the series. It's not too dark, yet it has that amount, it has that specific amount of curiosity. It creates curiosity in my heart. Like, when I first read it, I couldn't stop reading until I finished it in 2 hours. That's just how it is. You keep reading and reading and reading until you finish. But the thing is, Dobby, a cute little Dobby, look, I'm going to show you Dobby right here. Anyways, so the point is, this book right here is one of my favorites. In this book, Snape doesn't play a big role. Tom Riddle is in here, blah blah. But we can see Harry hates Snape still. Like, he hates his lessons. Snape gives expert attention to Harry. Not to mention, Snape is the biggest bully. Snape is such a big bully. Do you guys not notice? Look. Now I'm gonna talk gently about Snape, right? Look, Snape was in love with Lily, right? But Lily married James. Like, get over it, dude. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, if it is a big of a deal, he did it all for love, right? Everything he did was for love, right? But really, did he have to take his anger out on Harry? Like, you're so much like your father. You can't be like your mother. Harry was not only the son of James. He was also the son of Lily. He never saw him. Snape never saw him as Lily. He always saw him as James just because Harry looked like James. His personality was literally much like his mother instead, right? So we all know that. We all know that. So believe me, guys, Snape is not nice. Now, in the prophecy, I'm talking about the prophecy. Many, let's say, here we go. Order of Phoenix, we figured out there's a prophecy, right? Like, oh, hooray. We just figured out that Harry might have not been the orphan. Maybe it might have been Neville, right? Neville could have been the orphan, too. And all in all of this, Snape bullies Neville to the point that his bodyguard is Professor Snape. Can we talk about the fact that Professor Snape is such a horrid human being? He would rather literally kill all the muggles. The only muggle he actually really loves his crush, basically, because he likes Lily. But Lily's gone now. He wanted Voldemort to kill the son, kill the father, just leave Lily. He cradled Lily's body in his arms. You know? That's a bit creepy. Not to mention that he bullied young children. Young children. You know, he bullied young children. Neville's boggart was Snape. Harry hated Snape because he never got, he never got the point. Sure, you're in love. Okay, can we talk about the fact that Harry named his child Snape? That bothers me a lot. Okay, that's gonna be for a different video. Either way, Snape boils my blood a lot. Like, sure, you didn't get Lily, right? You didn't get Lily. Yeah, sure, you work for Voldemort, but these are innocent kids in your hands. Stop bullying them to the point that they hate you. He bullied Hermione for having big teeth. In one of the books, I think it was the book in which Harry and Ron had a fight. In this one, Goblet of Fire. Okay, the Goblet of Fire. Harry and Ron had a fight. And can we just appreciate their friendship for a minute? A minute, Like, Hermione was there. Snape literally, used a spell on Hermione to grow her teeth larger. We already know in the books, let's forget about the movies, that Hermione is portrayed as a bad character, as like a character that nobody likes, a nerd, kind of. Nerds. Okay, anyway. She has bushy hair, she's referred to as ugly, she's referred to as book smart, but does Snape really have to bully his students? Really? Is that what he's kind of teaching at school? He wanted a freaking job. A job, right? Defense against the dark arts. Boy, you are not gonna get the job. Children hate you even when you teach potions. Now, for real, why are you bullying Neville? Why are you bullying Hermione when you only have one person to hate, which is Harry? And why? Harry's an orphan, man. It's because of you that his parents died. Both of them, by the way. Not Voldemort didn't spare the girl you love. It's literally such a conspiracy. It's because of him that his crush died and James died. Harry's dad, right? It's because of him. Listen, Snape told Voldemort the prophecy. Okay? He told the prophecy about, as we can say, as we know from this book, Order of the Phoenix, we know that Snape is literally like the worst character ever. No, not the worst. His character arc is really nice, but really, he is kind of a bad character. Not personality-wise, actually. He's a bad character personality-wise. Not, he was a very interesting character. We can talk about him for hours, but we all know that he is, one of the best. Good character. It's just, he is a bad personality. If he never told Voldemort about the prophecy because of his love for Lily, come on. He had a crush on Lily. He wanted James to die, his son to die, Lily to be widowed, basically, left as a widow for him. Make that make sense. He told the prophecy that the prophecy was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a boy in July or June something, and 2 boys were born in July and June or whatever, which was Neville and Harry. As well, we're gonna talk about that in a separate video, but seriously, Snape went to Voldemort. Yep, Harry's born, that means he will be the one to kill you. Therefore, zap the child, zap the dad, and just leave Lily because I love her. That was his ultimate plan, because he wanted Lily for himself. He was not trying to help the Dark Lord. He was literally just trying to get rid of the extras, so that basically he got Lily. Which, by the way, Lily was angry at him. He would never, ever, ever forgive him for anything, to be honest. We all know that. Come on, guys. So, overall, all I can say is, guys, even though Snape is a great character, as we know, a little bit of lightness, a little bit of darkness mixed together, he's such a dark gray that he cannot be saved. And he is not redeemed. He bullied children for years at a school. He held a grudge against them. He took out his anger on innocent children just because of the friggin' past. He literally told Voldemort in the first place about Harry. If he didn't, who knows? Maybe Voldemort wouldn't have known that Harry was born or Neville was born. He'd just be, I don't know, chill. I don't know. He started this stupid thing. And then it's even weirder. Why did Dumbledore just accept that offer? We all know Dumbledore's kind of selfish. He only looks for his own everyone, let's say. So he's not the perfect painted character, but that's what I love about him, because he is he can be redeemed. He can have redemption, you know what I mean? But Snape, really? Sure, he was so heroic. He played 2 roles. He was now Voldemort's accomplice and now Dumbledore's, assistant now. And he was a spy or whatever. He spied for years and years, and he killed Dumbledore and had to carry the guilt with it. But Seriously? No. He wouldn't have to do that. Yeah, sure, he owned up to his mistake, but if he really owned up to his mistake, he would have let go of the past. Okay? I have evidence that he is still upset about Lily just not being his. Because, look, if you had actually mourned, he actually learned why did he remind Harry, you're so much like your father. You're so much like your dad. Literally. He was always like, ugh, you're like your dad, not your mom. That's because he hated Harry and every bit of it. He never learned. He still grew with the hate, sure, but the hate was still there inside him. Therefore, I conclude that Snape is not the best character. Okay, guys? So, yeah. Although in the movies, Alan Rickman played him so well, yeah, in the movies you could feel a bit remorseful and sad, but so you could also feel remorseful for Draco Malfoy as well. But like, is Draco even redeemable? We're gonna talk about that in a separate video as well, because Harry Potter's universe is just puzzling yay big, and my brain is just itty bitty, you know? Sorry for the construction noises. Discuss about Snape and his weird gimmicks, let's say, and I wanted to prove it to you guys that he's not like, whatever you guys say or do, I feel like he's not. You guys can try and change my mind, but he is not redeemable. Now I'm gonna show you my book collection, Philosopher's Stone, in which our little boy was introduced, Harry Potter, and Chamber of Secrets, where he battles for real, because in the previous book he just figured out he's a wizard, you know? In this book he was like, yeah, I'm in my phase. He was literally like in it, you know? Like, yeah, I'm a wizard now, and I'm gonna face the evils, and the dude who killed my parents. It was like crazy. After that, Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry, in the movies I have to mention, how did Harry think his dad was a goat? I don't know. But either way, in the books it made much more sense because of the Patronuses. And I really like it. And I really like the Time Turner too. Ooh, and the Snape. Turn to page number 394. That's what Alan Rickman said in the movies. I loved it. But anyways, in this book, Snape also makes fun of Hermione. I forgot what he said. He said insufferable know-it-all to Hermione. Do you have anything other than being an insufferable know-it-all? But either way, yeah, she is a know-it-all. Not insufferable though, okay? We all love Hermione, right? We all love Hermione. Like Snape, shut up, okay? He makes my blood boil. I'm just saying. I'm sure you guys love him. Alan Rickman played great, but Snape is just bleh. Now, The Goblet of Fire, one of my other second favorite books. I really love The Goblet of Fire. Actually, I really liked all the books in the series. I read them like instantly. They were so captivating. But anyway, great book. I also really love Ron and Harry's friendship relationship thing. Also, Ron's like super tall. Okay, Order of Phoenix. Yeah, here's Order of Phoenix. Perfect. I loved Order of Phoenix and Luna. I love Luna. Sorry, I'm simping over Luna. And the what do you call it? The Half-Blood Prince and the Deathly Hallows. I read it online instead because I just didn't have the capacity in my shelf to get new books, and I was too impatient to go to go get them from the shop one day. So I was just like, I want to read them now. So I got them. But this is my entire collection, and yeah, you guys need to know that Snape is not a good character. Actually, he is a good character, but he might not be the best person. Well, he isn't a good person. You guys try and write comments on how is Snape a good character. I'm giving you guys a challenge. You guys write down in the comments if Snape is a good character. Justify it. Justify it with actual evidence, because I'm giving you my justification. If Snape had forgotten hate, he wanted to redeem himself, why did he also bully children along with it? Why did he remind Harry that he looked like his dad? Why didn't he notice that he's also so much like his mother? Because he loves his mom. That's so weird to say, but yeah. If he really did forget about it, or if he really changed, let's say, why did he hold a grudge against Harry and other students? Just because he was bullied by James, sure. You know, that's all in the past, okay? Harry's an orphan. He doesn't know anything. And Snape also knows that Harry came from Muggles. Dumbledore's literally with him. Dumbledore probably spills the beans. He says that, yo, Harry was with Petunia and Uncle Vernon, bro. He does not have a good life. He's not so much. Maybe Dumbledore just didn't have the time to tell Snape that he's not like his dad and arrogant. He's actually a lot like his mom. He grew up like literally like a Muggle. He realized randomly that he was a wizard, basically. But Snape, even if he knew the information, he still decided to just hate Harry in general. And we can see it. We can see it pretty clearly. Also, Snape is a very prejudiced person. He gives Slytherin points for free. Let me get that straight. Sure. Not nice, right? Unfair dude. He was always unfair. He's still unfair. Therefore, Snape is not a good person, though he may be a good character. Alright, nerds? I'll see you next time now. Bye. Allah Hafiz.